The number of homeless Iraq and Afghanistan veterans is exploding in the United States. There are nearly 10,500 who are either living on the streets or in temporary housing or receiving federal vouchers to help pay rent for an apartment. That's according to the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs.
This is one of the costs of having military service and being involved in armed conflicts like this, that if you don't take care of people when they come back, then things are going to happen, like they're going to become homeless.
In 2006, there were around 1,300 homeless vets who served in Iraq or Afghanistan. That number has doubled 3 times in about 6 years. Of the nearly 10,500 currently homeless, about 13% are women.
It's way too high. There ought to be some sort of infrastructure support to help them when they get home.
The Veterans Administration blames the rise on a number of factors, including a poor economy, but also on the current nature of these wars, where many soldiers serve multiple deployments and suffer psychologically from what they've seen and experienced. Steve Berg of the National Alliance to End Homelessness says soldiers experiencing post-traumatic stress or suffering from brain injuries are quite challenged in many areas coming home from war.
These really are disabilities that have serious effects on people's abilities to hold down a job, to interact with family members, to deal with people like landlords in business kinds of transactions, and they all contribute to homelessness.
Americans paying respect to fallen soldiers at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial were astounded by the high number of vets who served in Iraq and Afghanistan who are now homeless.
Just bring them on back. And plus, you know what they're talking about now, with the debt relief and all that other stuff. I mean, that's just money just not being spent very well, in my opinion, but bring them on back.
Government and nonprofit groups are pouring more resources than ever into fighting veteran homelessness. The VA is steering $60 million to a grant program for veterans with families who are homeless or at risk of losing their homes. And more than $46 million is going to expand the rent subsidy voucher program for vets. There are more than 2,400 nonprofit organizations across the country helping homeless vets. Rhonda Pence, Press TV, Washington.